Namaskar and greetings from Tagore Music Group of Greater Washington, D.C. I am Bharati Mitro, the Executive Director of our organization. We are a small non-profit cultural organization located in Maryland, USA, dedicated to spreading the words of our dear Nobel laureate poet and playwright Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore, the Indian Gete, as Albert Schweitzer had called him, is not only the foremost poet and playwright of modern India, but one of its most profound and influential thinkers. Rabindranath's poetry and lyrics are saturated by his deep sensitivity to the holistic character of human life and the natural world, how there should be a perfect harmony between the two. According to his idea of spirituality, the best way to realize God is not only to respect nature, but to worship it. Humans are to approach nature as worshippers, otherwise our greed and materialistic outlooks may exploit and eventually destroy nature. Our fixation on wealth acquisition at all costs may push us farther and farther away from the preservation of nature. When desire for material wealth and ambition raises its ugly head, humans forget the poetry of life. Tagore's book of poems, entitled Fruit Gatherings, was the first published in 1916. It's a collection of 86 poems and verses in English. The translations were made by the poet himself. These were selected from several of his Bengali poetry books, such as Gitanjali, Khea, and many others, because they all have one voice, one underlying theme: the unification of humans, God, and nature. For our program today, we will present a few songs from Fruit Gatherings. Our singers are Pramita Chatterjee, Choitali Bhattacharjee, Shongita Chakraborty, and Paramita Vishwash. Sitar accompaniment with this opening statement by Nilabjo Bhattacharjee. Musical accompaniment with the songs were created by Sri Shurajit Das. We will start with the most appropriate one in the current perspective, the pandemic. As I start to recite Tagore's English version, I suspect most of you will know which Bengali song will follow. So stay tuned and pay attention. Hopefully you're going to like it. Now we are going to go on to each of the translations, as I said before, made by Tagore himself. The very first one is a chorus, and this is how it goes. Let me not pray to be sheltered from dangers, but to be fearless in facing them. Let me not beg you to soothe my pain, but for the courage to conquer it. Let me not look for allies in life's battlefield, but find my own strength. Let me not crave in anxious fear to be saved, but hope for the patience to win my freedom. Grant me that I may not be a coward, feeling your mercy in my success, but please allow me the grasp of your hand in my failure. We move on to our next song, sung by Miss Shongita Chakraborty. And the translation goes this way. When you ignite your lamp in the sky, in a moment of merriment, its light illuminates my face, but its shadow falls over you. When I hold the lamp of love in my heart, its light falls on you, and I am left standing behind the shadow. It's a short song, but Rabindranath Tagore always tried to transliterate it or translate it in a way that is not literary translation. It's just the meaning of it mainly. So the entire meaning of the song by the poet was expressed in just 2 sentences. Hopefully you're going to like it. Thank you so much.
এতো আলো জ্বালিয়েছ এই গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। এতো আলো জ্বালিয়েছ এই গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। এতো আলো সব আলোটি কেমন করে ফেলো আমার মুখের পরে। সব আলোটি কেমন করে ফেলো আমার মুখের পরে। আপনি থাকো, তুমি আপনি থাকো আলোর পেছনে। এতো আলো জ্বালিয়েছ এই গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। এতো আলো প্রেমটি যেদিন জালি হৃদয় গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। প্রেমটি যেদিন জালি হৃদয় গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। সব আলো তার কেমন করে পড়ে তোমার মুখের পরে। সব আলো তার কেমন করে পড়ে তোমার মুখের পরে। আপনি পড়ে আমি আপনি পড়ে আলোর পেছনে। এতো আলো জ্বালিয়েছ এই গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। এতো আলো জ্বালিয়েছ এই গগনে, কি উৎসবের লগনে। এতো
Our third song has been sung by Ms. Paramita Bishash, and the translation goes this way. You always stand alone beyond the stream of my songs. The waves of my tunes wash your feet, but I know not how to reach them. This game of mine with you is played from afar. It is the pain of separation that melts into melody through my flute. I wait for the time when your boat will cross over to my shore, and you will take my flute into your own hands.
দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের ওপারে, আমার সুরগুলি পায় চরণ, আমি পাইনি তোমারে। দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের ওপারে। বাতাস বহে মরি মরি, আর মেঘে রেখো না দূরি। বাতাস বহে মরি মরি, আর মেঘে রেখো না দূরি। এসো এসো পার হয়ে মোর হৃদয় মাঝারে। দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের ওপারে। তোমার সাথে গানের খেলা দূরের খেলা যে, বেদনাতে বাঁশি বাজায় সকল বেলা যে। কবে নিয়ে আমার বাঁশি বাজাবে গো আপনি আসি। কবে নিয়ে আমার বাঁশি বাজাবে গো আপনি আসি। আনন্দময় নীরব রাতে নিবিড় আঁধারে। দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের ওপারে। আমার সুরগুলি পায় চরণ, আমি পাইনি তোমারে। দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের ওপারে।
Our next song was composed on 24th of August 1913 at London. about 3 months prior to the day when Rabindranath had achieved the Nobel Prize. He actually sang the song, presented the song in his own voice at a gathering in London. The letter written by Rabindranath reads thus: I don't feel like staying here anymore. I sincerely feel that my job is finished. When jobs appear to be mightier than devotion, then it is time to brush it aside and leave the scene. I feel my time has come. I feel the rush to return. This part of the letter elaborates the state of mind, the conflicting emotions between achievement and rejection that was prevailing within his mind when he was being praised from all corners prior to receiving the Nobel Prize in the year 1913. The translation of the song goes this way. It decks me only to mock me, this jeweled chain of mine. It bruises my neck and strangles me when I try to struggle it off. It grips my throat and chokes my singing. Could I but offer it to you, my lord, I would be saved. Take it from me, and in exchange, bind me to you with a floral garland instead, for I am ashamed to stand before you with this jeweled chain around my neck.
পড়তে গেলে লাগে এরে ছিঁড়তে গেলে বাজে এ মনিহার আমায় নাহি সাজে কণ্ঠ যে রোধ করে সুর তো নাহি সরে কণ্ঠ যে রোধ করে সুর তো নাহি সরে ওই দিকে যে মন পড়ে রয় মন লাগে না কাজে এ মনিহার আমায় নাহি সাজে তাই তো বসে আছি এহার তোমায় পরাই যদি তবে আমি বাঁচি তাই তো বসে আছি ফুলো মালার ডোরে বরিয়ালো মোরে ফুলো মালার ডোরে বরিয়ালো মোরে তোমার কাছে দেখাইনি মুখ মনে মালার লাজে এ মনিহার আমায় নাহি সাজে এরে পড়তে গেলে লাগে এরে ছিঁড়তে গেলে বাজে এ মনিহার আমায় নাহি সাজে
Our fifth song is a solo again, sung by Miss Promita Chatterjee. And the translation goes this way. Oh, the waves, the sky-devouring waves, glistening with light, dancing with life, the waves of eddying joy, rushing forever. The stars rock upon them. Thoughts of every tint are cast up out of the deep and scattered on the beach of life. Birth and death rise and fall with their rhythm, and the seagull in my heart spreads its wings, crying in delight.
বিপুল তরঙ্গরে বিপুল তরঙ্গরে সব গগন উদ্বেলিয়া মগন করি অতীত অনাগত আলোকে উজ্জ্বল জীবনে চঞ্চল একই আনন্দ তরঙ্গ বিপুল তরঙ্গরে বিপুল তরঙ্গরে সব গগন উদ্বেলিয়া মগন করি অতীত অনাগত আলোকে উজ্জ্বল জীবনে চঞ্চল একই আনন্দ তরঙ্গ বিপুল তরঙ্গরে বিপুল তরঙ্গরে তাই দুলিছে দিন কর চন্দ্র তারা চমকি কম্পিছে চেতনা ধারা দুলিছে দিন কর চন্দ্র তারা চমকি কম্পিছে চেতনা ধারা আকুল চঞ্চল নাচে সংসার আকুল চঞ্চল নাচে সংসার কুহরে হৃদয় বিহঙ্গ বিপুল তরঙ্গরে বিপুল তরঙ্গরে সব গগন উদ্বেলিয়া মগন করি অতীত অনাগত আলোকে উজ্জ্বল জীবনে চঞ্চল একই আনন্দ তরঙ্গ বিপুল তরঙ্গরে বিপুল তরঙ্গরে
We are coming to the end of our program, and our very last song we are ready to present already. It is going to be a chorus. It has been sung by Ms. Promita Chatterjee, Ms. Choitali Bhattacharya, Ms. Shongita Chakraborty, and Ms. Paramita Vishwash. And hidden somewhere in between, there is another voice, and the lady's name is Shongita Banerjee. She was supposed to be a part of our program wholeheartedly, but she felt a little ill. So this time she bowed out. But this song, she did sing. So she's back there somewhere. You're going to probably, if you know her, and if you will probably recognize her voice as well. At any rate, the translation goes this way. Is summer's festival only for fresh blossoms and not also for withered leaves and faded flowers? Is the song of the sea in tune only with the rising waves? Does it not also sing with the waves that fall? Jewels are woven into the carpet where stands my king. But aren't there also patient clods of earth, waiting to be touched by his feet? Few are the wise and the great who sit by my master, but he has taken the foolish in his arms and thus made me his servant forever.